Jimmy G, another guy, concussion protocol. He had decent week last week, doing his thing, game managing, right? 28 for 44, a couple touchdowns. Did throw 3 picks, though, but what is it looking like for him this week?
Not as good of news as with Richardson. So Jimmy did not practice Wednesday, so that's going to make it tough for him to be ready to pass through the NFL's 5-stage concussion protocol by Sunday. I will obviously keep an eye out, but as of now, I would not anticipate him being ready this week.
Tom, remember preseason when people were making up stories about how, Jimmy G's there now? Devontae Adams, second round pick. Take him late. I tried to tell you guys. You tried to tell us, Tom. He is an absolute savage.
He's a beast.
Man. He's still the best. I don't know why people doubted him. Tom, 13 for $172 and 2 touchdowns. Oh, by the way, on 20 targets. Yep, that's 20. Which, by the way,
20 targets.
20
Holy
targets.
Moly.
20 targets. You just pepper him the ball, and obviously you're going to play him. But even we talked about week 1, Jacoby Myers, he's not going to impress you in your fantasy lineup or even overly on the field. He's a guy to roster, and he's a guy you could stick in the flex. He continues to be that high floor type of guy. He was 7 for 85. He had 12 targets himself, so he continues to be a good supplemental piece, both in real life for this offense and for your fantasy football team. So that's a name to keep an eye on. All right, Tom, on to the Gus Bus, Gus Edwards, who another guy, a lot of concussions this week. Again, football, a violent freaking sport, man. But what's his status or level in the concussion protocol?
Yeah, I think we've got like 5 or 6 concussions on the list today. Edwards practiced in full, so that gives him a good opportunity to clear the protocol and be ready to go this week.
Easy enough. And I mentioned the Ravens. They are 2-1, but man, I have implications like crazy. I have their defense. I got Andrews. I got Lamar, and I'm watching them, and they just don't look good. One of the worst 2-1 teams to start I've seen. But listen, they're 2-1. Just lost at home to who, Tom? To Gardner Minshew.
Gardner, my guy.
Because I still think you look like Gardner Minshew. We're gonna have to get a side-by-side going.
I will take that all day long. He's a handsome man.
Guy's a stud. I'll give it to you. And in the Ravens backfield this week, guys, it's going to be, again, a weird mix. You're going to see Melvin Gordon, man. 10 carries. Not that he did well, but got 10 carries, right? Kenyon Drake had a carry. You had Gus getting in there. And again, with no more J.K. Dobbins, you had Lamar starting to run the ball a little bit more, ran 14 times for 101. I would expect that to continue. Hopefully Lamar does not get injured, knock on wood, for that reason. But I could see him moving the ball a little bit more, running the ball a little bit more. But Gus Edwards, one to keep an eye on. Tom, quick ad read here, quick break for our friends at SeatGeek. We're thrilled to be partnering with these guys, man. Go use their code. We got codes all over the place for you guys. Go see your favorite teams. Go see your fantasy stars, whatever you want in action. Use the promo code INJURYFANTASY for $20 off your purchase. Works for everything, guys. $20 off your purchase. SeatGeek Injury Fantasy is your promo code. Next is Jaylen Waddle, and we could I don't even know if I want to talk about the Dolphins, but I guess we have to. 70 points, the most in a football game for a team since 1966. They did it without Jaylen Waddle, another guy, unfortunately, in the concussion protocol. I don't even want to know what the hell they're going to look like with him back, but what do you think? Is he going to be back this week?
It looks like it. He practiced in full today, so that puts him in line to be able to clear the protocol and play. And my goodness, this team is just outrageous right now. Like they had 2 guys have 4 touchdowns the other day. I have never seen that happen. I don't know if that ever has happened. That was incredible.
I was mad watching them. I was jealous. I was playing against Raheem Mostert, so you could picture how I was looking after the first touchdown. All right, 2. Oh, my 2. 3, and Britt's like, who's this guy? 4th touchdown. Okay, turn the TV off. Of course, I turned it back on shortly after. But my God, Raheem Mostert going off.
You didn't actually turn it off.
I did. No, I did.
No,
I do that.
Didn't.
I could sometimes act like a little baby. No, I'm not gonna say a baby, but I'm like, I'm not watching football anymore. I'm done. And then I go in the kitchen, get something to eat, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put the football back on. It's like a 3-minute hiatus where I like give up and then all right.
This
fine,
was like the only game on Red Zone. Like every 5 seconds, Hampton's like, oh, back to Miami. It's crazy.
I just didn't want to watch it anymore. But A-Chain, listen, A-Chain, everybody talked about him, had a great week. Temper expectations a little bit, right?
Agreed.
I think he's awesome. Fine. He's fast. Good. Got a lot of that, of course, in garbage time. Listen, he's a guy you could probably start still, but just hold your horses here. He's not, he's not a league winner. I don't like to just throw that term around that much, but he is a guy you're going to want to have on your roster, of course, and check out throughout the rest of the season. Obviously, Hill, Waddle, Tua, the fastest team literally of all time, and of course, Tom, Robbie Chosen scores the touchdown last week. Robbie, formerly known as Robbie Anderson, scores it. It's so funny, like Jets fans, because the touchdown was from Mike White. So it's Mike White to Robbie Anderson or Robbie Chosen for a touchdown. Things that Jets fans didn't get to see too much.
I love that. I love that in your notes here, you literally wrote WTF ? After that.
Because I wanted to make sure I brought up Robbie Chosen, because I had no idea that he even changed his name. I was like, what the hell is Chosen? And then I saw him. I was like, yep, okay, that's Robbie Anderson. And then fun. Jason Sanders, 10 for 10 on extra points. Didn't even need a field goal. What a day. What a day for this team. They're scary. Their defense even looks better. Are they Super Bowl contenders? I don't know yet.
Oh, they are.
But they're going to be one of the best teams in the AFC. And Tom, see, this might be a layup or maybe not. Season ended right now. Is Tua the MVP? Is he the one?
Yeah, for sure. Who else would be?
It's got to be.
3-3-0 teams. Hurts is playing good but not great. Purdy's playing good but not great. Tua's playing great.
Yeah, it's easy enough. Quarterback got to be him. All right.